Ahoy ahoy, it's John. Hey, you ever notice how the Earth is always on fire? Well, I just watched 3 documentaries telling me how I should. 2 on proving climate change by our old friend Albert Gore, and 1 attempting to disprove climate change by some crusty old white people. Now, when people told me that humanity was ruining the world out of our own greed, let's just say my jaw did not drop, nor did my eyes pop out of my skull, to say that I did not expect the inconvenient truth to really shock me. But when that line chart kept going up all the way to the ceiling, I'll admit, I shook a little bit in my seal leather boots. Overall, the doc is pretty good. There was some compelling scary climate stuff, and even if I was already completely sold on global warming, it was good to learn more about exactly how it was happening. Of course, they had the basic science explained by the Futurama clip at the start. Now, we all know Gore is a big fan of the show. After all, he famously has his favorite character, Harold Zoid, tattooed on his back. However, there were some parts I did not like. For example, I do not get why Al was so adamant about getting pictures of the Earth, like it was the important linchpin to solving the entire global warming crisis. Like, holy shit, a big blue and green ball. Time to throw all my coal factories and greedy politicians into the garbage can. Also, I hated it whenever Gorster took time just to whine about not winning the election back in 2000. Like, dude, that was 5 years before I was born. Sorry I was a little bit late to the Parliament building. That brings me to the second doc, aptly titled An Inconvenient Sequel. It was alright, but not as hard-hitting as the original. It was focusing more on the political side of environmentalism, and it achieved that well enough. Though I wish they showed more graphs and temperature comparisons to see how it's changed since the first one in '06. But it really showcased the carnage that global warming has done to the planet. Now, onto the great global warming swindle. It took these schmucks 40 minutes just to say that the environmentalists are secret communist spies with a dastardly plan to dismantle the American dream. And that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, I understand the big hoopla about the world heating up, but personally I don't have much drive to fight against it at this stage in my life. There's a lot you need to cut out to really help the planet, and it sure will cost a pretty penny. And I'd rather spend my hard-earned cash on useless junk. Really, I do want to care. I do, and feel bad for those entire neighborhoods getting absolutely decimated by whatever hurricane they gave a funny name to this week. See, if I spend thousands of dollars switching to solar power, who's to say my neighbor Joe Smo will also make the switch? And then I spent all this money and I'm still at the bottom of the ocean with Jack from Titanic. And I'm guessing that's the reaction from most of the public. So basically we're all in this big western standoff to see who will really start caring for the planet. I guess we can all just hope to raise awareness about climate change, so someone a bit stronger will take care of our problems for us. Good thing we have a bunch of great influential people spreading the message. Like Little Dicky.
And I'm Kanye West.
Welp, we're doomed.